Hey guys, I'm back with another video. On this video, we'll be going over a 7th grade standard, stuff you learned last year in 7th grade. We'll be talking about converting fractions to decimals. The first fraction I want to do is 5 over 16. Okay, let me adjust my camera here so you can actually see what I'm doing. Excuse the glare. Y'all can probably tell that I'm at school this morning doing this. Alright, so we have 5 over 16. Now, when we need to convert a fraction to a decimal, all we do is divide. So, let's go ahead and get started. 5. Now, we're converting to decimal. Decimal. That's your reminder to make sure you put your little decimal point right there. Now, some kids say, well, I don't know how to remember how many zeros I should put when I'm doing this. That's okay. You can just put 2 to start, and then you will know as you go through the problem, because you guys know how to divide. I know you do. I've seen you. That you need to keep going and add some more zeros. So right now, just put 2. All right? So 16 does not go into 5, right? Everybody knows that. There is nothing times 16 that will get you 5 or amount lower than 5. So we're going to put that 0 here. Now, what do we need to do? We need to bring this decimal point up to right here. All right? Because remember, you are changing it into a decimal. And I'm going to zoom in so you can see a little bit better. All right? So, you brought the decimal point up, and now we need to keep going. So now we went from looking at 16 into 5 to now 16 into 50. How many times does 16 go into 50? 16 go into 50 3 times. Now, how did I get this? I got this by doing 16 times 3 equals what? 48. Now, of course, you guys can do the math yourself, and I know you know how to multiply, so I'm not going to show that because I know you guys got that. All right, so 16 times 3 equals 48. If you want to check my math, check my math. So 48, so what do? We're doing division. So we did 16 times 3. We have 48. Let's subtract. 50 minus 48 is what? 2. Then what do? Bring down my 0. Alright, 16 goes into 20 how many times? Well, that's easy. You can do that in your head. 16 times 1 is 16. So you know that 16 goes into 20 one time. And then you would do 16 here, subtract. 20 minus 16 is 4. Alright, so, okay. You see what's going on here? I have 4 here. So I'm not done. I have to convert this into a decimal. I'm not finished. So what does that mean we need to do? Like I said earlier, you can do the problem and you'll see when you need to add another what? Another 0. So you need to add another 0 here. And bring it on down. Okay, so now we have something we can work with. We can look at 16 going into 40. Okay, so 16 going into 40. We know that it will go into 40 2 times. Okay? So, 16 times 2 equals 32. Once again, you can do the math for this, guys. This is just something that I already know. 16 times 2 is 32. So, what do we need to do down here? We need to do the math. Okay? So, we have 40 minus 32. 40 minus 32 is what? You guys can subtract. It's 8. It's 8 now. Okay, we're still not done. So what do we need to do up here? We need to add another what? We need to add another 0. So we can bring that thing right on down here. Bam. Oh, and I made my error a little too low. But y'all get the idea. So now we have 80. Alright, so 80, 16. How many times does 16 go into 80? Well, 16 times 5 will give us 80. So we put 5 up here. We write 80 down here, and looks like we are done. So we know that 5 over 16 converted to a decimal will give us 0.3125. Now that is not how you pronounce that. And you guys know how we say our decimals properly. But for the sake of this video, I won't go into that. I really just want to focus on how do we convert a fraction to a decimal. You guys are really good at converting decimals into fractions, but I just wanted to focus on how do we convert a fraction to a decimal. Okay, and real quickly, I'm just going to go through it again. We know that we had 5 over 16. We know that 16 does not go into 5. We put a 0. We brought our decimal point up. Alright, now we can look at that 50. We know that 16 goes into 53 times. 16 times 3 is 48. 50 minus 48 is 2. Now we bring down our 0. We have 20 now. 16 going to 21 times. 1 time. And then we do it again. 16 times 1, 16. 20 minus 16 is 4. Bring down our 0. We have 40. 16 goes into 42 times. 16 times 2 will get you 32. 40 minus 32 is 8. Alright, we're still not done. So we need to bring down another 0. Alright, so we bring down another 0. We have 16 going into 80 now. 16 times 5 will get you 80. So put our 80 down here. 80 minus 80 is of course 0. And so we're done. And so we have our answer right here. Right here. Alright. That's it.